and welcome back to our channel. A few days ago, the white asparagus season just started here in Germany, and therefore I would like to show you how white asparagus is served in the traditional German restaurants. People in Germany are crazy about white asparagus. How crazy? 133 tons of this precious vegetable were harvested in Germany in 2018. The white asparagus season is very short, about 2 months. So the plan is to eat so much of it. So by the end of June, we won't be even able to look at it anymore. Before cooking, you need to peel white asparagus very well and then cook it for around 8 to 12 minutes. We cook it in water with salt, sugar and white wine. And ta-da! This is how the white asparagus looks like when it's ready. This is the kind of softness that you are looking for. One of the most simple ways to prepare white asparagus is with butter. So now I'm gonna show you exactly how to melt it. I'm kidding, actually this melted butter we're gonna use for Sauce Hollandaise, as well as the egg yolk that we're gonna beat for around 1 to 2 minutes. Then add 1 teaspoon of water and 1 teaspoon of lemon and beat it again for 1 or 2 minutes. Then I added cold butter, turn on the heat to very low and beat it again. I repeated this process 3 times, playing with the heat because of my impatience. But I really didn't want to screw it because I didn't have more butter in my fridge. But anyway, for this sauce you just need a patience and a strong hand. Then I have started adding little by little melted butter to the sauce. I kept on stirring the sauce until it reached desirable thickness. I don't know what about you, but sometimes in the kitchen you have those moments of proudness. That was for sure one of them for me. Julia Child would be thrilled. Then I just seasoned it with salt and pepper and it was ready. So as mentioned previously, the basic way of serving cooked white asparagus is with butter and of course potatoes. And usually, because the dish is served with the sauce, we are using the boiled potatoes that you can garnish with some parsley or chives. White asparagus is very often served with cooked or raw ham, and some prefer to eat it with the wonderful Sauce Hollandaise. For me, the best part of white asparagus are the heads, and if you try it, you're gonna know why. And actually, if you would like to cook this dish yourself, I will put a link to the description box down below to the recipe on my Cooking the Word blog. Also, another ways of serving white asparagus would be with Schnitzel. The portion of the white asparagus wouldn't be as huge as if you had it only with potatoes. On the other hand, you still got Schnitzel with it, so you can decide yourself what's more important. And by the way, I also kept the water from the pot where the white asparagus was cooked and make the white asparagus cream soup. For this I'm preparing roux from butter and flour, but accidentally I haven't filmed that part, so please use your imagination. So I fried the butter and flour for around 3 minutes and then add like 1/3 of the liquid. Then I stir the soup and see if all ingredients combined, and I do this until I don't have any liquid left. At the end I'm also adding some cream, and at this point my soup was ready. You don't want the soup to be too thick. I actually have a tendency of making soups and sauces really thick. Matthias always have to remind me that those aren't Dr. Oetker's pudding. But I think after all those years of cooking, there is nothing I can do about it. And there you go, this is how pretty it looks. If you want the recipe, I will also put the link to it in the description box down below. 3 years ago, I have prepared a white asparagus soup with strawberries. So if you would like to cook this fancy version of a white asparagus soup, I will put the link to the description box down below. In Schwarzwald, they've got a very particular way of serving white asparagus. So the way of preparation of white asparagus is exactly like we do, I assume. But one of the side dishes is different, because instead of hard-boiled potatoes, it's served with a nice and thick pancake. I really cannot decide which way I liked more, so I guess I will be eating both. White asparagus can also be served with fish, and that's either grilled fish or smoked fish. And if you have leftovers, a nice way of using them is to make this wonderful salad that consists of 1 slice of cooked ham, white asparagus, hard-boiled egg, and dressing made of vegetable oil, white wine vinegar, sugar, as well as mustard. I also did sprinkle the whole thing with some fresh chives, and that's what I end up with. A wonderful and light salad for a small meal. Another ways of using leftovers would be to put them on the toast. So first you toast your bread, you can put a little bit butter. I am using a lot of sauce hollandaise, so I won't be using butter. Then you can put some ham or sausage that you finally cover with white asparagus. Now it's time to add a sauce hollandaise. I am using large 2 tablespoons of it. And the last layer would be the layer of cheese. You don't want to use strong cheese, Gouda or Edam would do. Then you're gonna put it in the oven and use the grill function so the cheese melts. Garnish it if you want to, and enjoy this piece of heaven. And the last thing that you can do with white asparagus leftovers is to bake them in the oven using the grill function. For this, I am taking a small casserole and placing white asparagus in it. I'm also going to put 1 layer of cooked potato slices on the top of it that I'm going to cover with a sauce that is prepared of egg yolk, cream, salt, pepper, nutmeg and lemon juice. Cover it with a cheese and then grill it for 10 to 15 minutes in the oven. And at this point, your dish is ready. What a deliciousness! To make this dish even more fancy, we're gonna serve it with a steak. For white asparagus, I would recommend you to use a tenderloin because I think that rump steak would be too strong in flavor and you're not gonna taste the white asparagus as well. And if you are not eating beef, you can also use the pork tenderloin. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that you did enjoy a little bit of inspiration. Please let me know in the comments down below what is your favorite way of eating white gold. Next week we will be focusing on how to buy and cook white asparagus properly because there are many sorts of white asparagus and also certain ways to cook it. So I really hope that you're gonna find this video helpful. Anyway, I wish you a lovely week, stay safe and healthy, and I will see you on Sunday. Bye!